Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the presentation of the colors by Fort Hays Air Force Junior ROTC, and please remain standing for the national anthem performed by the Metropolitan Singers and the Fort Hays Philharmonic, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Forward, march! Congratulations, class. Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you a story. And this story is about a graduation ceremony that I went to at Rio Grande College down in Southern Ohio. When I went to this graduation, we got there early, and we were outside. It was a big venue, but we were outside, and we were sitting on bleachers, and people brought their lawn chairs and all that. And so I got there early, and I sat down, and then there was this little lady that came and sat right next to me. This was an elderly woman, and I'm assuming she was maybe in her 80s, 70 or 80s. And she was really kind of weak, but she came over and she grabbed my arm and held onto my arm, and I helped her sit down right next to me. And she was kind of shaken, she was just a little fragile. And she kept saying, "This is the first time, this is the first one. And I didn't know what she meant by that. But she kept saying, "It's the first one." So as the program went on, they were beginning to call the names of the graduates. And apparently, we were getting close to the graduate that this older lady came to see. And so she grabbed my arm again and stood up, and I helped her stand up. And so, and all of a sudden, there were these people behind us that had those air horns and all kinds of, it scared us because all these things went off. And we all turned around to see what happened, including the young lady, the older lady that was next to me. We all turned around. And when we turned around, the person that she was there to see, she missed it. And it was the first one in their family that ever graduated. And that family didn't see it. The reason I tell that story is because we are excited to share in the enthusiasm for our students, because these are the COVID-19 students. These are the ones that had the most disruption in their education in our lifetime. So we want to celebrate them, but we don't want anyone here to miss who you came to see. We want everybody to be seen. So I'm asking you just to keep that in mind. All right, welcome to Fort Hays 2024 graduation ceremony. As an artist and an educator, the lens by which I view the world is embedded in an innate perspective of appreciation for aesthetic. In other words, I see beauty in everything. I believe that every student that is celebrated is a masterpiece. Merriam-Webster defines masterpiece as a work done with extraordinary skill, especially like a supreme intellectual or artist achievement. The class of 24 is significant due to the historic nature of COVID-19. We've never seen a comparable scenario and have never experienced a significant alteration in our educational normal. This class represents a new normal. Your persistence and tenacity is a vivid demonstration of what it means to be focused, organized, resourceful, teachable. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations on your accomplishments, and we celebrate this phase of your high school achievement. Your hard work and discipline has positioned you for the next step in your life journey that will be your personal masterpiece. I are grateful to have had the privilege to share in the success of your journey thus far. Thank you to the family and all the support, because success is not an accident. Extraordinary results require extraordinary effort. Here's a quote from Michelangelo. Your gifts lie in the place where your values, passions, and strengths meet. Discovering that place is the first step towards sculpting your masterpiece, which is your life. The mission of Fort Hays is to create expectations of excellence within students through challenging and collaborative learning by blending the arts, academic, and career programs. Class of 2024, mission accomplished. It is my honor to introduce to you our superintendent, Dr. Angela Chapman, for her words of greeting and congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Chapman.
Good evening. To our distinguished guests, staff, parents, and to our class of 2024 grads, congratulations. Tonight we celebrate the culmination of your high school journey and the beginning of an exciting new chapter in your life. Fort Hays Arts and Academic High School is a unique place where creativity and academics blend seamlessly, fostering an environment where students like you can explore, express, and excel. As you stand at this significant crossroads, I want to remind you of your boundless potential to shape your future and impact the world. Your journey has been filled with both academic rigor and artistic exploration. You've learned to balance the demands of math and science and creative pursuits of music, dance, theater, and visual arts. This unique combination has equipped you with a diverse skill set that will serve you well in any path you choose. Your time at Fort Hays has been a canvas. You have painted it with vibrant colors of your dreams, aspirations, and hard work. The canvas grows more prominent as you enter the next phase of your life. The world awaits your unique touch, innovative ideas, and creative solutions. In the words of Maya Angelou, you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Let this be a guiding principle as you embark on your next journey. Whether you pursue further education, enter the workforce, or follow an entrepreneurial path, let your creativity be the driving force behind everything you do. Take pride in how far you've come and look forward with excitement and anticipation. The future is a blank canvas, and you hold the brush. Paint a picture of purpose, passion, and creativity-filled life. As you leave Fort Hays, carry with you the spirit of this incredible school community, the spirit of creativity, academic excellence, and determination. You are part of a legacy of talented individuals who have made remarkable societal contributions. Now it's your turn to add to that legacy. Congratulations to the class of 2024.
Hello and welcome, families, guests, staff, and students. It is my distinct honor to introduce our guests, our valedictorian, and our esteemed senior cabinet. Yes, you may applaud them before I begin. So, of course, we would again like to welcome and thank Dr. Angela Chapman, the Superintendent of Columbus City Schools. We'd also like to welcome and thank our guest speaker, Mr. Mark Short, who is a Fort Hays alumni. We will have 4 students speaking this evening. I'd like to acknowledge our valedictorian, Quinn McGonigal. We will also enjoy an address by one of our senior cabinet officers, Amira Bridgewater. Our mission statement will be shared this evening by Senior Cabinet Representative Reese Jones. And before we hear the profound words of Mr. Mark Short, he will be introduced by Senior Cairo Vanderpool. Before I take a seat, I would like to invite the members of the Fort Hays class of 2024 Senior Cabinet to please rise where you sit, and the room is going to applaud and thank you for your service this year. Senior Cabinet, please stand. Please remain standing. students have worked exceptionally hard this year and have dedicated quite a bit of their time, talent, and energy, not only to the peers in the class of 2024, but to our entire school community. Could you please give them one more large demonstration of gratitude? Thank you so much.
Good evening. My name is Reese Jones, and I'm a senior cabinet representative of the Fort Hays class of 2024. Tonight, I have the honor of sharing the Fort Hays Metropolitan Education Center mission statement. The mission of the Fort Hays Metropolitan Education Center is to create expectations of excellence through challenging and collaborative learning by blending the arts, academics, and career programs. Thank you.
All right. There's a couple more people I'd like to acknowledge as the Metropolitan Singers get ready to come on up. As I'm talking, you can come on up. On stage, we also have our Chief of Transformation for Columbus City Schools, Dr. Corey Grubbs. We also have our area superintendent who is directly supervises our region, which is Region 6, and that's Dr. Luther Johnson. We also have board member Sarah Ingalls here. Our administrative team, Dr. Tony Anderson, Dr. William Anderson, and Miss Crystal Sanders. The Metropolitan Singers, you can come on up on stage. Yeah, y'all come on up. Now, the reason, this is a story of resilience. In the middle of the year, we lost well, we didn't lose, but our vocal music teacher had transferred out of our school. And so these students were left without a teacher in the middle of the school year, right at the Christmas break. And they were devastated because, you know, when you lose a teacher or when your teacher moves on to do something else, it's like a family. So these students decided that they were going to keep going. They were going to keep going. So there were some days when there were some tears, there were some days when it was hard to get them motivated, but they kept going. That's what resilience is. They kept going. And so what we decided is that this year we were going to make history. So what we did is we learned a song, we actually recorded it. So now this song is going to be available on iTunes very soon. And they shot like a little video and all of that. And the name of the song is called Celebrate. And it says, in hope, we can find a better tomorrow. In hope, we can find common places. So now, as this song starts, I know they're looking all stiff and formal. Y'all, I want you to do your thing. So it don't have to be all, the way you are right now. I want you to loosen up. And ladies and gentlemen, you can help us because we want you to clap. And in the tradition of this kind of music, you can stand up and you can clap, like sometimes like we do in our churches and all that kind of thing, or we're at a concert. So let's get with them. This is a tune called Celebrate. So sound man, I want you to crank it up and I want you to go ahead and play that video and let's celebrate. All right? Let's get with them. More. Come on.
For this portion of the program, I would like to direct your attention to the left side of the stage. On the left side, we have some of our beloved staff members. From your right down to your left, we have Ms. Teresa Willis from the Science Department. We have Mrs. Kristen Gilman, one of our school counselors. Miss Amber Palmer, another school counselor. Beloved and treasured, of course. And then our third school counselor we have with us tonight is Miss Maddie Pleza. Last but certainly not least, we have our phenomenal I Know I Can champion, Miss Paige Spalding. Up next, we have the privilege of receiving the words of our senior class valedictorian, Quinn McGonigal.
Good evening, family, friends, teachers, admin, and all the loved ones of the graduating class of 2024. My name is Quinn McGonigal, like Ms. DeLeon said, and I'm this year's valedictorian. I, amongst many of you, could not wait to graduate this year. No more climbing the shot tower stairs, and no more running across campus in the rain, but mostly just wanting to wear shorts. This day couldn't come soon enough. All I wanted was just to grow up. I always knew that this day would come, but over the seemingly never-endless 13 years of school, graduating started to feel like a figment of my imagination. The year 2024 sounded so unreal, and it's like we couldn't possibly be graduating. But here we are, the class of 2024, and we're about to step out into the real world. We're finally growing up, and that's all I ever wanted. But I must admit that I feel immense guilt as I realize I will never be able to go back. For the 100 photos I was supposed to take every week for Career Center, I look now and wish I'd taken 1 million more. For all the plays I didn't attend, for all the friends I didn't make, and for all the life I didn't live. I feel guilt that I wanted to grow up so fast. I am unsure if many of you know this, but earlier this year, I had to bury a friend who lost his battle to suicide. And it would be unfair for me to stand here without acknowledging all the loved ones that we wish could be in the room with us today, but are not. And all of the class of 2024 that are no longer with us and will not be walking the stage. Sorry. Jai Hill should be walking the stage tomorrow, but he won't be. Sorry. And when I think about it too much, I can't breathe. So I'd like to dedicate my speech to you, Jai. And I wish I could go back and shine light into your darkness. And I'm so sorry that you felt the world had given up on you. And I feel guilt that I wanted to grow up. However, I cannot turn back time and I cannot change the past. So I will shine my light that I still have onto the class of 2024 because you guys are sitting in front of me. I want you all to know that the world has not given up on you. Fort Hays has not given up on you, and I hope you all know that I have not given up on you. Our graduation may feel like a goodbye, but it does signify many new beginnings. Whether you are staying in Columbus or going miles and miles away, we are all stepping out into the same crazy world, and we are all growing up. You won't have to climb the shot tower stairs anymore, but there will still be more stairs to climb. You will not have to run across campus in the rain, but the rain will still fall. And when you're wearing shorts, please remember to take lots of pictures because you are important and your memory is important. And I am so proud of each and every one of you. Thank you so much for letting me speak before you, and congratulations to the class of 2024.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we would take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. Yeah, I'll rise, the day I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times.